Pfizer booster shots for adults who've been vaccinated against COVID for more than 6 months will begin to be rolled out today as millions of Australians wake up to eased restrictions. From this morning, life will begin to look very normal again for fully vaccinated people in New South Wales, with no limits on capacity in restaurants and entertainment venues and no limits on visitors to your home. Once the centre of a deadly outbreak late yesterday, only 2 people were being treated in Western Sydney hospitals for COVID.
But it's a different story further south, with Melbourne hospitals besieged with emergency presentations over the weekend. Nevertheless, the city is moving ahead with plans to boost the number of people visiting the CBD in the lead up to the Christmas. In the top end, lockouts in Darwin and Katherine, which prevent unvaccinated people leaving home except for essential reasons, are scheduled to end at midnight. Well, let's get more from our reporters. Magnaz Anguri is in Sydney, Steph Ferrier is in Melbourne. Hello to both of you. So, Magnaz, the restrictions have been eased for the 90% who are fully vaccinated.
Good morning, Lisa. Yes, well, I'm here at Stadium Australia in Sydney Olympic Park, where the Matildas will be taking on USA at the end of the month. And not far from here at Parramatta's Western Sydney Stadium, the Socceroos will be taking on Saudi Arabia on Thursday night for the World Cup qualifiers. Now, this will be the first time the Socceroos will be playing on home soil after 763 days. And it's been made possible by easing of restrictions today, including stadiums being able to go ahead at 100% capacity. Now, in addition to this, there are other restrictions that are easing today. Things like no caps to visitors in the home or outdoor gatherings. Dance floors will be allowed to go ahead in nightclubs. Indoor swimming pools will open up completely, and density limits will be increased to 1 person per 2 square metre rule. Now, there are some restrictions that will remain in place. Gym classes will still be capped at 20 people, and masks will remain mandatory in indoor settings. Now, we were expecting these freedoms on December 1st for both vaccinated and unvaccinated people, but they have been brought forward for those who are fully inoculated to today. But those who are unvaccinated will have to wait until December 15th or until we reach that 95% double dose vaccination target. Now, we're not too far off from that, as today we are expecting to hit 90% fully vaccinated milestone here in New South Wales.
Thanks, Magnaz. And to Victoria, Steph. Authorities want to get the CBD reopened. They want to get life back in there. So how are they going to do it?
Good morning, Lisa. Yes, they certainly hope that they can breathe some new life into the CBD that's been struggling so hard. Just walking around the city this morning, we've seen so many police signs that are up and about. So one thing they're going to try to do is to inject another $15.7 million into the festival calendar, and that includes a Christmas festival that will actually start up 2 weeks earlier than expected. So from this Friday, that will include a big Christmas carnival down at Birrarung Ma on the banks of the Yarra. There'll be floating art installations, a maze in another part of the city, and Christmas night markets as well, just to name a few. There's the Maya Christmas windows that will open behind me not long in the future. And also they're looking at around $44 million as part of this first spend to revitalise the city, and some of that will go towards midweek money vouchers. This is for dining from Monday to Thursday. Starting from next Monday, you'll be able to get up to 30% off your bill, or up to $150, just to try to get some more people back into those hard-hit hospitality areas. Now, we're also hearing from the state opposition that they would like to see the state government also commit to some funding for public transport anywhere in Victoria into the CBD as well, to help the cash registers here. But the stuff that's been going on so far, the tourism industry is saying that this is a really welcome boost for so many of these businesses here, with around 94% of the tourism spend dropping over the past couple of years, and Melbourne itself really shouldering around 85% of the tourism loss for the state during this pandemic. So certainly everybody here is hoping for some better times ahead.
Well, they've sure got the Christmas decorations out in force. Steph, thank you, and Magnaz. In other news, booster shots of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine will be rolled out to all eligible adults from today. A third dose is now available to people who received their second shot at least 6 months ago. Australia's drug regulator has confirmed it is safe to mix vaccines, so people initially vaccinated with AstraZeneca or Moderna will receive a Pfizer booster.
Contact tracing efforts are continuing in the top end today as health authorities grow increasingly confident the territory's current COVID outbreak has been contained. Restrictions in Katherine and Darwin were yesterday extended for 24 hours after new exposure sites were identified, but so far only 3 cases have emerged. The outbreak was sparked after a COVID-positive woman travelled from Melbourne via Adelaide and Cairns. Contact tracing operations are now both underway in Queensland and South Australia.